Today we're out here at the Escanaba ball field. We're replacing a old backstop with a taller netting system, which is going to go up about 25 feet in the air, I believe, is this new netting system. But with the taller post from the backstop, we're actually able to use the Lobo post puller, the Extreme model, which will change the footage or the pound breakage lift power from 17,000 pounds to 29,000 pounds, and thus calling it the Extreme. So with that Extreme, we pulled out, I think we had about 10 posts here that we pulled out, and we laid them down. We had very good control over it. The weight of the concrete was no problem popping these things out and moving them one place to the other. We're just very careful as we move them. We move slowly because we were on the turf of the baseball diamond, and we had to drop these down in a certain position so we don't ruin anything. We got fences around us, we got bleachers around us, and buildings, so we had to be careful where we dropped them. And now we're going to go back and cut them all off and dispose of the concrete. The height of these posts were actually about 16 feet out of the ground, 20 feet total, 25 feet or 21 feet probably total. And it was not a problem moving them around. It had very good control when we grabbed it, and with the extra weight on the bottom, it works like a plumb bob almost and keeps those things nice and straight. And the vise with the clamps actually hold that thing in very, very tightly, and was able to drop them anywhere we wanted them. Today we were also able to get to the tight places. We had some telephone poles that we were able to get that Lobo real tight up against, because there was an existing fence that was right next to it that we had to pull out, and came in there nice and easy. Didn't have no problems, plenty of clearance. We had some concrete also that was in our way. It was right up to the concrete. The concrete almost was on top of it, but it was just enough room to get by it, so we were able to pop them out with no problem. If it was underneath it, we'd have probably had to dig on the side of it a little bit first and then pull it back before we can pop it out. And we'd have used the Lobo also to pop it out at that point. But we were lucky we weren't that close, but we were touching the concrete. We also had some buildings that were real close, but the control with the Lobo able to help us maneuver around those and just do our job with no problems. This Lobo Extreme, we used to have the regular Lobo, and the regular Lobo only had that 17,000 pounds. This one here has the 29,000 pounds. This Lobo definitely outperforms the old one, but even the old one would have been able to pop these out because they weren't extremely large. I mean, we've been able to pull out some 2-foot ones prior to this one, but this Lobo Extreme is very simple to use. Had no grunts and groans, just picked these things right up and got out of the way.